Do we go left? I see no signs. Do we go right? Can't decide. Do we turn back? Do we turn back? Missing your face. First up to mine. What did the day end up in time? How do we fall? How did we fall? Do we go left? I see no signs. Do we go right? Can't decide. Do we turn back? Do we turn back? Missing your face. First up to mine. What did the day end up in time? How do we fall? How did we fall?
Hello, and welcome to the afternoon stream of today. Yeah, there was no morning stream due to my yet another medical checkup, but all was fine. So we have a completely new, fresh adventure to begin today, which is The Long Dark. I have never played the game myself. I have seen it a little. I don't know the story, but still, backseat gaming will be allowed, because I like to play with you, not only for you, but of course, please avoid the major spoilers, as usual. Ah, great. Okay, I have my half cup of tea, because I had a bit. Of course, I had my lunch, because this is the afternoon stream. We also had the walk with Albus, as usual. Everything went just fine. So, I believe I will do as such, that I will stop our music right there, and we will actually go directly into the game to experience everything from the very beginning. So let me switch and let me fire up the game. Easy does it. There we go. Okay, so disclaimer: Hinterland Studio Incorporated does not condone the wanton destruction of wildlife. As the result of the geomagnetic disaster which serves as a part of the fictional foundation of the game, we have taken liberties with the portrayal of wildlife behavior. We are not attempting to create realistic wildlife behavior in the game. We know that wolves do not typically attack people. Okay, so we can expect wolves attacking us. The Long Dark is a survival experience, and we strive for realism in many areas, but it is not a replacement for actual survival training or experience in the wilderness. In the end, our goal is to provide an interesting set of choices for you to play with safely. It is not a wilderness survival training simulation. Contact us for more information, and do not attempt to use what you learn in the Long Dark in real life. Doing so could result in injury, illness, or even death. Okay, thank you, Hinterland Games. There we are, the Long Dark. Okay, so we will actually be playing the Wintermute version of the game, which is, as it is described down below, the authored episodic story mode for the Long Dark. So it might be great to experience the story episode after episode, so that you will not need to find out everything, or, well, you will find out about the story, but maybe survival is like endless, right? Nice. I'm waiting if something else shows up, or if only the game is set so that the menu disappears if you don't move your mouse. The music is beautiful. Alright, Wintermute it is. Of course I had to test the game before streaming, so we will go for a new game. Episode 1, Do Not Go Gentle. So, Mackenzie and Dr. Greenwood are separated after their plane crashes deep in the northern Canadian wilderness. Struggling to survive, Mackenzie explores the small town of Milton, where he begins to understand the scope of the quiet apocalypse. So let's start. Okay, so we have 3 options. We can go for Green Survivor. You are brand new to the Long Dark. You are more interested in story and atmosphere than survival. Then there is Capable Survivor. Wintermute as it was meant to be played. Equal parts story and survival. And Hardened Survivor is you want a good story, but you also want a more extreme survival challenge along the way. Not for the faint of heart. Okay, so I will go the middle way, as I have decided. So we want equal parts story and survival. So for players with some experience and those looking for a balance between exploration and survival, wildlife is sparse but can seek you out. Survival elements are challenging but resources are plentiful. Okay, let's see how plentiful exactly. Confirm. Name the story. This will be our story, of course. The Angelotrix story. We begin. There we go. It was quite beautiful. A nice cinematic start. Okay, what's happening?
Astrid.
Ouch! Damn! Oh, Jesus. Okay, 12 hours earlier. But we will get to that later.
The Joker. Seems about right. Feels like another record cold snap on the way. I'd better get a fire going before the pipes freeze up again.
Ah, okay. We'd better. Memory. So maybe that's a chapter of sorts. View current mission objective by opening the radial menu or in your journal for more details. And press J. So... Kenzie hangs around the Jackrabbit transport hangar waiting for something to happen. Pass the time, you're cold, start a fire. Okay, what I know, people, places, things and actions, this is what you learn along the way. Okay, no collectibles, and you can write what you want, I guess. Alright, so let's start the fire. We have the stove here, and we sure are missing something. We need starter, tinder, fuel, and maybe an accelerant. So, okay, we pick up by left clicking. I will pick up everything, even the cooking pot. Okay, let's start the fire already. There we go. We don't have any starter. Okay, what can be a starter then? Oh, newsprint. Newsprint roll. Oh, there's a map.
Great Bear Island. Dad used to fly there all the time. He said it used to be beautiful. Not much reason to go there these days, since the quakes and all.
Okay, can we start the fire now? Still no starter. Wow. Guess I'm missing something. Oh, matches! Rusty matches. 12 of them. Okay, we cannot pick anything else up here. Start the fire. There we go, we can start the fire now. And you actually need to wait until the fire starts itself. So we better do. There we go. So it shows you we have new objective, explore the hangar. The wood stove, we have heat for an hour and it gives us plus 6 degrees, which is quite nice. Okay, did we pick everything up? What is here? Okay, another newsprint. Can be used as tinder. Okay, and we see actually our weight in the lower right. And a photo.
A rare Mackenzie family photo.
Okay.
Miss
So
you, Dad.
very rare. Miss you, Dad. Oh. Okay. Let's open the door. Here is a hangar. And obviously we have a plane. Float plane.
Well, here we are, old girl. Your best flights may be behind you, but you're still beautiful to me. And anyways, you're all I've got. I'd sure love to give you one last great adventure.
I guess she will have one last adventure. What is this? Okay, this is where we sleep. Can we get anything from here? There's a lot of stuff. Okay, we cannot jump, but the space button is the radial menu. Okay, good to know. Oh, candy bar. I'm gonna take it. And a photo.
Those were better days.
And a dream catcher. Okay, there's a bed, but we
Pretty
don't
late
want to
in the
sleep.
day. Guess I could take a nap.
Take a nap? No. Not right now. Okay, lockers.
Jackrabbit remote transport. 0 flights a day to the mainland communities and, well, anywhere really.
Damn. That's depressive. Okay, what else do we have here? What is this? Oh, it's a turlet! Always check the turlet.
Damn, I was right. Pipes froze up again.
Ooh, that's not good. And another newsprint. Okay, we cannot use anything else in here. Alrighty then. Yeah, all frozen. Ah, herbal tea, sweet dreams. 50 grams of tea, a package of fragrant tea. The label promises restorative benefits and more peaceful rest. 5 cups of herbal tea. Okay, I'll take it. A sink, hot plate.
Cheap electric crap. Never works when you need it.
Okay. That's not good. Oh, look at that. I will take all the firewood. Because you never know when you need it, right? And it is survival. Okay, no tools. Nothing that can be taken really here. Reclaimed wood. Reclaimed wood from broken furniture, wooden structures, etc. Okay, it's still wood. So I'll take it. We cannot climb the ladder. Okay, no interaction here. Okay, let's have a look at the other side then. Okay. Nothing here. Nothing on top of the barrels. Nothing else, really. Oh well. Alrighty then. I guess we picked everything up. So, for now... Journal objectives. Pass the time. Explore the hangar 505. You're tired. Take a nap. We should actually go take a nap then. There we go. Resting. Okay, the phone's ringing.
Who could that be?
Who could that be indeed? Okay, the stove is cold. There we go.
Jackrabbit remote transport. Mackenzie speaking.
I told her not to come up. I told her you couldn't fly in this weather. For once, will you not be so damn
Whoa,
stubborn and
whoa,
listen?
slow down, Maureen. What are you talking about?
She just showed up. Said you'd see her. Said you'd fly her north. I know you need the money. The weather service...
It's okay, Maureen. I've got it from here.
Hello, Will.
What are you doing here?
It's been a while, I know.
Yeah. Years. I haven't heard from you since...
I know. And I wouldn't be here if it weren't important.
Well... What brings you... I mean... Are you sick?
No, not me. But I need to get to someone who is.
Right. So you're still a doctor?
Yes, I'm still a doctor.
I thought that after... Why are you here?
I need your help. There's an isolated community in the northern part of Great Bear. Someone there is very sick.
Great
and...
Bear? There's nothing there anymore. Not since...
I know. But I have to get there.
Still trying to save the world, huh?
Somebody has to.
What's that supposed to mean?
Mackenzie... Will... I didn't come here to fight about the past. I need a pilot to take me somewhere remote. Someone who won't ask too many questions. Someone I can trust.
Wait. Questions? Astrid, are you in trouble?
Are you gonna help me or not?
What's in the case?
See, there's that thing about no questions, remember?
What's in the case, Astrid?
No questions.
Look, the weather out there is bad. Bad. But it's getting worse. You walk in here after years. I could have been dead. You could have been. And then you show up and you want me to just risk my life flying into the middle of the great northern nowhere to deliver you in some mystery metal case to some remote wilderness outpost. All because you walked in here and asked me to?
Yes.
Astrid, you can't bring him back.
This isn't about that.
I know how hard it's been.
No. You don't know, Mackenzie. You don't know anything.
You don't think I feel it too?
Are you gonna take me or not? The longer I wait, the worse it'll get. Damn it. I don't have time for this.
Wait. The worse what we'll get? Why do I have a feeling you're not talking about the weather?
Because I'm not.
Uh-huh.
Throw your bags in the plane. I'll get started on pre-flight. Better buckle up tight, because it's going to be a rough ride.
Hi, Danny. Welcome. I was just being silent for the story.
Let's see. 2 people plus enough fuel to get us out to Great Bear and back leaves... almost no capacity for cargo.
Really?
If we're too heavy, we'll burn through our fuel before we get there. I'll have to be careful about what else I take with me.
Alright. I couldn't move until now. So we can select extra cargo and we need to load Astrid's gear into the plane. So obviously they met after years have passed. Probably they've been a couple. Oh, this doesn't look as happy as what you normally play. Well, it's a survival, and I don't know the background of it. But yeah, there should be a story behind it. And of course, as survival goes, there is some kind of apocalypse in the background, with everything being kind of frozen and cold.
I don't remember needing my parka this early in the season. It seems to get colder every year.
I wanted to try it out. So, we already looked around the hangar, so we most probably picked up everything we could. There is our inventory, and what we have is a new chocolate bar, nuts and stuff. That sounds great. We have cedar firewood, cooking pot, herbal tea, Mackenzie's boots, flexible all-leather boots for flying and operating in wild places. Okay. We have pants, comfortable pants for a bush pilot. Mackenzie's shirt, a light shirt perfect for a typical day at the Jackrabbit Transport Hangar. Great stuff. Sweater, warm on its own, but also good to layer under a winter coat. Newsprint. Oh my god, Dasby. Hello. And thank you for the Twitch Prime resub. Thank you very much. 2 months now. Whew. Thank you for it. Thank you very much. How are you today? So we have newsprint, can be used as tinder, so to make wood. Also newsprint rolls. We have reclaimed wood. We have new sports socks, thin cotton socks, not very warm and useless when wet. We have underwear, new thermal underwear, stretchy cotton underwear designed to fit under regular pants. We have a tinder plug. So that's a small plug or bundle of flammable material, paper, wool, cloth, dry bark or needles, sorry, etc. required to start a fire. And we have matches. This is all we currently have. And we have carry capacity. So we can carry 30 kilograms of stuff. You get my Prime sub because you're special. Oh my. That feels warm around my heart. Thank you very much. Okay, so what we definitely need to take is Astrid's hard case.
Mysterious case. Astrid definitely doesn't want to talk about what's inside. Which means she's probably not supposed to have it.
Okay, so protective case, it looks like it could survive just about anything. So she is a doctor, and she wants to go somewhere into the wilderness, so it needs to have something to do with what's happening in the world. And this is her backpack.
Astrid's traveling pretty light. Wherever she's going, she must not be planning to stay long.
Okay, no trademark on the backpack. 5 kilograms. Small backpack, the kind you grab when you are in a hurry. Okay. What the actual F-bits? Someone drowned you in biddies. Indeed, that happened yesterday. Yesterday, just before I finally, finished Forager. A kind person, Chi Demon, came in and, yeah, decided that there is a need to support small streamers. And read my life story, so to speak, which is under my channel. And indeed, we kind of communicated with bits. So every response I got was tied to bits. Indeed. It was very kind. And there was a story behind the person as well. Because, yeah, it seems to care for people, like probably sick or older people. And, yeah, is deciding after more than 5 years, I guess, right now, what to do next. So that's probably why I was chosen, the chosen one. It was really, really pleasant and really unexpected. Okay, so let's take the first aid kit, because I feel like in a survival we might need it,
Astrid's
right?
a doctor, so we're covered there. But probably best to have some extra meds just in case.
Yeah, indeed. I guess it would be best to have some extra meds, and it weighs 5 kilograms, so we're still fine. There is still hope for humanity. I really hope. I really hope there is hope. Some people are just very nice. And yeah, I will definitely love to repay all the nice gestures with entertainment. And maybe a little bit of talk about what I survived through, what I lived through, and where I am right now. So give me a quick rundown. What is this game? So we just started, and we started a mode which is called Wintermute, which should be a story chapter-driven survival experience for the game. Of course, you can choose a normal open survival mode of sorts and just go through it, but this is more story-driven aspect. So I wanted to do it like that. I want to kind of evolve the story based on those chapters. So we play for a guy who owns this kind of plane, and there seemingly was a kind of an apocalyptic event in the outside world, and everything is kind of frozen or under snow. And currently we met our, I guess, long gone girlfriend called Astrid, who is sitting in the plane already, and after years of, not even saying a word or seeing each other, she came in. She's a doctor, and she asked us to fly somewhere into the wilderness because she needs to meet someone very urgently, which is most probably tied to the apocalyptic event. So that's where we got. We are currently in a stage where we need to choose what equipment to take based on the carry weight we have and just fly away. So that's about it. It seems like the business that the guy had with the flying is essentially dying because nobody is ordering the plane anymore. So let's see what happens. Okay.
Water, energy bars, purification tablets. Breakfast of champions.
Okay, so I'm up for taking emergency food. So we will have 25, almost 26 kilograms out of 30. And what about the distress pistol kit?
The distress pistol kit is heavy, but I'd hate to end up in an emergency situation without it.
Ah, okay, so it was already accounted for. So now we have 25.97. I want to take everything because I cannot take the parka I guess he will take it automatically. And we had the choice of actually taking the optional stuff or not. So we took it. I looked around the hangar before and I tried to take all the wood that we could. Because you know what can keep you warm. You will most probably need wood. Anything else we forgot about in this very room? Well, we couldn't take the cards. We cannot take the booze, unfortunately. And yeah, the phone is dead. We already took the map. Great Bear Island map. Okay, so we are ready to go. How do we actually go? I guess we need to open the hangar, right? Nope. Okay, so let's read up. Prepare to fly to Great Bear Island. Load Astrid's gear into the plane. Select extra cargo. Optional. We have to load it into the plane. Okay. I'm trying. We cannot jump. Ah, there we go. Ah, that's the fact. So we can only take Astrid's hard case. Okay, double click does it. We can take her backpack.
Grab my parka and we can go.
And we need to choose one of these three. But why doesn't he take it in his inventory, right? So, distress pistol, emergency food, or first aid kit. First aid kit it is then. Okay. Grab your parka. And we go.
I see you're still wearing it.
Huh? Wearing what?
Your ring. Our ring.
Oh, so there were more than a couple.
Yeah, I mean, I just forgot to take it off.
I wear mine too.
Why?
Memories, I guess.
I thought you wanted to forget.
Not all of it.
Look, I should have looked for you.
It's okay. I've kept busy. I've moved on.
You sure? Because this all seems pretty familiar. You still working with that researcher, Dr. What's his name?
Doctor, what's his
No.
name?
No, I'm not working at the center anymore.
Well, then where?
I'm working on my own. Freelance, you could say.
Freelance doctor? That sounds legit.
I don't question your life choices, Mackenzie. Plenty of things you could be doing besides hanging out in your dad's old plane and drinking in the daytime.
Hey, we had a lot of good times in this plane. And it's under control.
I know, okay? I'm not here to fight, really.
I think about him all the time, you know?
I know you do.
But I did. The choice I made. I did it for us.
You don't have to. Let's just not...
No. It's important that you hear this. There's things I need to
Mackenzie,
say.
not now. There's...
Just let me tell you.
Will, shut up for a second. Something's wrong.
Whoa.
That is not good.
What's going on?
Power's gone. whole electrical system looks fried.
Shit! What's happening?
No power means we're going down. Hold tight.
Shit.
Will?
Okay. Alright, so this very site was at the beginning of the game.
Astrid.
Yeah. Ouch. Ah, this is not good.
Must have gone right through the windshield.
Whoa.
Trees broke my fall.
Jesus Christ.
Mostly.
Oh, and here we are. Okay. Guess I'm gonna be picking everything. Because, you know, never know what we will need. Find bandages or craft them from cloth to treat blood loss. Jesus, okay. Great. Let's break it down. It actually takes time to break it down. Wow. I see her playing the Long Dark. Hello, Cherry. Yep. Trying it out already. Maybe I'm losing time right now. Indeed, I was losing time. That was stupid of me to do. Can I craft bandages? Yep, I can. Begin crafting. 20 minutes.
Need some first aid.
Okay, we crafted that, and let's save ourselves. Bandage. Use. No, it's recycled can. Where is my bandage? There it is. Wow, we have quite a few injuries. Blood loss. Ooh, okay, we healed blood loss. And plane crash. I guess we should heal our foot. Our foot. Stopping blood loss or binding to constrict movement on an injury. Okay, that's better then. Cherry, how am I? Well, fine for now. Yeah, I started very recently. It's just been, well, it's 40 minutes shortly. So the game is still only starting. Okay, I will... Okay, this will not heal us. But it helped us, so... Damn, we lost a lot of blood. Search the metal container. Wood matches, news roll, orange soda, sweet carbonated drink full of high fructose corn syrup. Stir conditioned by resting. Ah, okay. Another crate. No. I will not break the crate because it takes time. Damn it. Breaking down will cost 9 minutes. Okay, 9 minutes should be fine. I need to rest. Where can I actually rest? Wow. Okay, torch. Freezing. Feels like minus 31. Wow. I really don't know what to do. Like, can we craft something? Okay, camp craft. Fire. Too far away to place the object. Okay. Start fire. Okay, we're starting fire. Come on, come on. It can actually fail, maybe. Damn it. So, Cherry, what's the long dark about? I'm getting nervous for my first game.
I don't feel so good. I need to rest up.
Ooh. Okay. Let's add some fuel. What does it look like now? 47 minutes. How do I rest? Light sources, drink, first aid. Try to climb out of the ravine, sleep in the cave. Use first aid to stop the blood loss. Sleep in the cave? Where is the cave? This is the cave. Okay, let's try to move in there.
Damn, that's smarts.
Okay, it's a bed. Okay, so now we're resting. Healed sprained wrist and healed sprained ankle. Okay.
Astrid hasn't come looking for me. Which means she can't come looking for me. Because she's hurt. Or worse.
Or worse.
I'd better get back up to the crash site.
Okay, this is not very optimistic. We need to eat. And drink. Okay, that's a bit better. And first aid. We have no food. We're actually going one step forward, two steps back. Okay, this is real survival. Damn it, maybe I will die. Okay, accelerant for the fire. Yeah, this game is quite odd. I'm applying bandage again. The treatment did not do anything. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I will keep up with chat in a bit. I just wish for us to really survive. Because that would be a bad start, right? Scrap metal shard. Recycled can. A basic container for melting snow, boiling water, and cooking canned food. Stick. Will burn, but not for long. Okay, I guess we should relight that fire. Okay, that accelerant really sped things up for us.
It worked.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we are moving around. I cannot really... Thank you, Cherry. I cannot really stay stable until we are maybe better off. Okay, so cannot burn, I hope. But we're feeling better. This game makes you feel weird in a oof way. Yeah, right now, while we are in a state of near death, it most probably can. Water. Water unsafe. Melt snow. Okay, 19 minutes. Cook. I think we might actually bleed. Let's have some more bandages. Jesus Christ. Okay, so here is the status. Ravenous. We have very little calories left. We're basically starving. No afflictions. We are kind of numb, but we are warming up right now. Cold. Rested. Parched. Okay, good to know. We have these things on us. Okay, warmth bonus +3, windproof bonus +1, protection 11%, sprint 96%. This is what we are wearing. This is condition. Okay, so there's even the condition of the clothes that you're wearing. Ah, Jesus, okay. Can use a bandage. Oh, maybe it was worth nothing because we treated ourselves. Okay, did you get a look at Stranded Deep? Not yesterday. I really didn't feel well. So, and today I was kind of busy in the morning, but I will have a look. Your guy looks like a lumberjack. Yeah, well, he's a pilot, but looks like a lumberjack. Torch. Begin crafting. We don't have lamp oil. Okay, damn it. We forgot to light it up.
Come on. That's done.
Add fuel. There we go. 3 hours, 12 minutes. Drink. All right, so that's better. That's much better. Okay, let's cook some more. Ah, damn it. Where is some food? There needs to be something in the plane. Break it down. They're still bloody bleeding. Nope. No food left in here. Just a stick. And another stick. And a new sprint. Too many sticks, but no food. Damn it to hell. Break down the crate. Reclaimed wood only. Wait a minute, what pilot dresses like that? I don't know. Okay, we have books. I guess we need to go back to the fire. damn it. Okay, we can burn a book. How awesome. Reclaimed wood. What about sticks? Okay. Jesus Christ. I'm just moving around. Okay, drink it. Burns. You burned to death. Jesus. Okay, so that wasn't the best first attempt, right? Last checkpoint. Autosave 7 minutes ago. G-Demon. Welcome back. Well, that was a rip right there. That was a rip. Okay, so I'm thinking, how were we supposed to get food? And maybe that was my mistake of actually choosing to bring just the first aid kit and no food. What's this game about? So I still feel like we've basically started and it's been 53 minutes. And so it's a survival. The start of the story was that our long gone wife, maybe there, or yeah, most probably wife, came back to see us because she came to ask us to fly her somewhere into the wilderness. And the game world is post-apocalyptic in a way that everything is somehow frozen, as you might have seen. And she is a doctor, and she claims that she needs to meet someone in the wilderness to maybe help the overall situation of the world. So we went, and we encountered some kind of a magnetic anomaly, and essentially it crashed the plane. So that's where you saw me struggling. We crashed. I couldn't see her, but we were down somewhere in a ridge, trying to survive, and I died. So we need to try harder, right? So what about last checkpoint? I will go from the last checkpoint. To cook without a pot. Okay. Sounds like forest. Well, this is a harder survival than the forest, I guess. Okay. So we have some injuries. Cold weather, chest, hypothermia. Okay. So that was a harsh lesson. Let's break this down while I still have some health to work with.
Damn, that's smarts.
Okay. More cloth. Now we know that we have a cave in here.
That smarts a bit.
And we can craft a fire. There we go. And let's start it. Sounds interesting. Thought it seems a bit slow to get going by the sounds of this. By the sound of it. I want to see a stream, and in the title it says face reveal. Yeah.
I don't feel so good.
That might
I
come
need to rest up.
much later. If I actually have either a studio or a completely different flat. It might take some time, Chi-Demon, indeed. I didn't expect it to be this harsh from the very beginning, but here we are. Okay, fire log. Add fuel. There we go. So I think we're getting better. Let's check our status. Numb, but we are going up. We are getting tired. We have dry mouth and we are hungry. I guess we should maybe rest for a little, but if we click the bed, it doesn't give us time. Like, how long do we wish to actually rest? Okay, we can have... Yeah, let's go for some water. Cook it for 19 minutes, and we can see it now. So we are at least not shaking like we were before, because we had huge blood loss. So now it's getting much better. We're melting snow right now, 16 minutes until melted, and we can drink it to at least get filled up with water. What would you rather, 100 viewers that always like typing in chat, or 500 viewers that don't type at all? I would love them both. It's not really either or, it's I'll take them both. Because it would be glorious. I also like to lurk in channels if I watch somebody, and I'm not always in a mood to, you know, type in the chat. So I would always love to have a few people that communicate with me, because that keeps you going. And the other 500 can freely watch and can do something else. Like sometimes I want to have my food while I watch someone streaming. So that's it. Choose one. Well, let's go for the 100. Because that 100 will keep me going, and they will interact with me. I lurk too, but that's mostly because I don't have anything to say at that time. Exactly, like, I don't really wish to comment on the game all the time, so I watch. And if there is something that I would like to react upon, I do so. Cooking 80 minutes until boiled. It's still unsafe. Okay, leave it. Okay, we warmed up a little, so maybe we can now get some more stuff. So we are getting a bit more logical about it, right? Oh. Okay, we failed. Let's get back to the fire. Okay, we can drink the water now. Cherry, I choose the same. Great stuff. So we agreed. Some streams have chat going so fast you can't even hold a conversation. I prefer quieter streams. That's also true. That's also true. Sometimes if you wish to communicate in huge streams, it's really difficult or even pointless at times, right? Okay, 4 hours. Take torch. Ah, that's good. That's really good. And we should add some more fuel. So, okay, 5 or almost 6 hours. That's good. That's good. Will we be okay when we have the torch? Not really. We're still getting very, very cold. And the torch is dead. Okay. I really wanted to find some food. No decoys. I'm trying the the buttons, the number buttons on your keyboard, but it's not really doing much stuff. Oh. Let's try this crate again. Okay. Restore your condition by resting. Okay, we're gonna rest. But it might be really difficult. 5 hours. Let's try resting. So, Cherry, once I streamed at night, I was in my chair with my huge blanket and my pillow covering me.
Astrid hasn't come looking for me.
That's really a cozy stream.
Which means she can't come looking for me. Because she's hurt.
Or worse.
Worse. I'd better get back up to the crash site.
Only we could. It was uncomfortable, but with my pillow it was better. Yeah, I'm always twisting and turning on my chair. Even though it's a DX Racer chair, but it has some mileage on it already. But I'm always turning because my table is as such that I have like small shelves at the very bottom. So my feet can be put on that. So I then sit a little on the side, put my feet up, and then I need to turn because my back starts to hurt and I'm twisted like a paragraph. So, yeah. Stuff like that. We need water. No cooking pots. Okay, an hour and 44 minutes. Okay, we are feeling fine right now. Damn it, we gotta find food. Everything takes time, so you need to... You really need to think about what you do. And there is always a chance that there will be something in a crate. Damn it, and there are only books. Crate. That's just crate. Newsprint. Search the metal container. Please have some food. Ah, just the same stuff. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. I guess this is the way to go. Pick up all the wood.
I could probably climb that.
Can you? Are you fit enough to climb there? Okay, here goes nothing. Okay, does the game stop when we are here? Yeah, we probably pause here. And I can read chat. Okay, so Cherry, you have a couch behind your gaming room. I could always use that. Nah. And Chi-Demon, it's weird that it doesn't show your next objective on screen. Feel it'd be useful about now. Yeah, well, you can open the journal. We chose the middle difficulty, so I guess maybe it would show you more if it was lower. Cherry, I'm nervous for my athletics carnival. I don't know why, because I'm the fastest runner in my school. Well, then you shouldn't be, but there is always the feeling. Okay. Harvest rose hips. The fruit of a wild rose bush can be used to make a tea that helps manage pain. Okay, so you have objectives here. Climb out of the ravine. Try to climb out of the ravine. And people, places, things, actions. Those were the memories.
Right now.
I could eat anything right now. Yeah, I know. Damn it. Can we eat them?
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
Drink. It will add calories. Okay, let's drink it. Ah, okay, it helps a little. It helps a little. Good. So I will definitely harvest these rose hips. All of them. Because there's nothing else around. So in survivals there is always a good thing to look around for loot, but in this survival you even need to account for the time you need for that. Because you may very well die on the way. No, no, no. Okay, there goes a misclick, right? I didn't want to climb, but I clicked it, so I could eat anything right now. Eats rock.
I think I'm gonna make it.
Indeed. That would actually grind stuff in your stomach pretty well, right? Not many calories in rocks, though. I'm trying also not to run, because I believe running will actually spend more calories.
Finally made it.
There we go. Okay, we made it, but where should we go? I guess this way. Crash is plain, still able to walk and climb. Video game logic. Haha, indeed. Yeah, we just used one bandage to stop the bleeding and we're pretty much fine, right? And we actually slept off a sprung ankle and maybe...
I could eat a horse.
Maybe a hurt hand or something there was. Yeah.
My plane. Not sure which of us looks worse.
I got an achievement.
This
Your
isn't how
journey
things were
begins.
supposed to end.
All right, and there better be food here.
I've been looking for you.
All right. Use the radio menu to select status, then go to the clothing tab to view and equip clothing items. Okay. And where? There we go. So now we have a bonus. I might make it. Slips. Well, there's your opportunity gone. Reload the game from the last checkpoint. Yeah, that's what happens. Okay, so there's nothing else for the torso. Can't feel my hands. Ah, okay.
Astrid's pack.
Crunchy stuff, fat-free. Mittens, new fleece mittens. What? Pharmacillin? Okay, great. I guess we're not really opening this.
Locked. Whatever's in this case, Astrid was ready to die for it. I hope she hasn't already died for it.
Let's hope. Okay, I actually need to click pretty well and directly on the items. Okay, we are getting cold. Guess we might as well start making a fire somewhere. Oh! Flare. That's good. The thing is, if we will be able to camp somewhere. We had a bed down there, right? But the game created it for us. It was in a cave. So I'm not sure how you sleep under other conditions, like here. Look for clues. So now we have to look for clues. Well, this guy's optimistic. Hope my wife ain't dead, if she isn't already. Yeah, pretty realistic, with a pinch of optimism. Okay, there is a box up there. Can we climb it? Or we can... Yes, that's how we can do it. We're getting pretty cold.
She definitely passed through here. And in a hurry.
Sprinting can help you escape bad weather or dangerous predators. That's a bad thing for a game to tell you. Right? I believe we need to warm up. So this looks like a nice place to have a fire. Let's start it up with a book. Why not? Well, jump into the plane and sleep. There we go. So his wife just ditched him in the freezing cold. Seems to be that way.
Damn it.
Damn it! So there is a chance that you will fail your fire. We don't have an accelerant because I didn't really pick up everything down there. I didn't find the time for it. Let's start it with a cedar wood. And we are wasting time right now. Great family goals, right? Oh, my ex-husband. Well, it's an ex-husband, right? My ex-husband just crashed our plane, but you know what? I don't care about him. I'll just go. Ah, that's done. Okay. This will help us. So we need to add fuel. We have quite a bit of sticks, but that adds just, what, 10 minutes? Less than 10 minutes maybe? 9 minutes? We have reclaimed wood, cedar wood. Let's use the reclaimed one. Can we cook something? We definitely need some water. No cooking pots or cookable items in inventory. Are you kidding me? I didn't take the can. Food and drink, water, potable. Okay, so let's drink this. YOLO ex-wife. Okay. Ravenous. We need to eat, definitely. There we go. And now we have nothing. I might die another time. Is there nothing? Okay. Crate. Break down. Maybe there will be something in the crate. Oh, are you going to need to backtrack now? That's also an interesting question. I hope not. I will try to survive, so let's run. Breaking down stuff. Okay, nothing, just reclaimed wood. Do we want to warm up a little before we run?
Can't feel my feet.
Yeah, we can't feel our feet, so... Well, we'll see what we can do. And actually save the game. A new save game. New save. Story 1, okay. I'm not sure. Well, maybe there was actually a completely different save because our story name is Angelotrix right now, so... Okay, let's try to run. So... It was a piece of cloth.
I need to find food.
Yeah, indeed. It's also a thing. Find and equip small stones to throw at rabbits to stun them. Jesus, really? Oh, that is a different kind of survival right there. I guess we are doing this. No, I don't wish to light it.
My fingers feel numb.
Where are they? Use.
Someone's been here recently.
Okay.
Could it have been Astrid?
I guess we should start the fire here. Wait, if your ex-wife left all that loot there, she must be munted in the brain. How did you come up with the name Angelotrix? My girlfriend actually made that up a long time ago when we were starting gaming together. And yeah. We kinda decided on that name. Long story short, she was the author. And it kind of stuck with me for all the times. And now it's a very nice name. You don't see it often, right? Damn it. Will I be able to hit a rabbit? It's very realistic. You won't be able to hit a rabbit easily, right? Can I crouch? Yes, I can crouch. So if I actually don't catch a rabbit, I might die. I need them to stop. Damn you, rabbits. Damn it. I might really die. Gotta warm up a little. Astrid seems to be surviving just fine, right? But she didn't take anything, like she left her backpack, she left the medkit, and she left the case that she was telling me it's so very important. Eat the crunchy food. I guess we ate it already. Yep, I have nothing. Maybe try to find some higher ground. Yeah, that's some cheery music right there. I don't even see any rabbits now. Because what, they went to sleep? So instead of crafting a rabbit trap, we're just going to throw rocks at them instead. Yeah. The difficulty level is rough in this game. I'd be dead if it were me in this scenario. Probably the same. This is just stupid. I cannot even catch him by hand. Okay. So we are not the greatest hunter, so we might even die. Pop-Tart. New strat. Chase and clobber their heads in. Yeah, I wanted to, but yeah, there's... I don't think I have an item to do that. Powerful flare, loud enough to scare wildlife. Okay, so we can use the flare to scare them off. Sharp piece of scrap metal that broke off your plane makes a good improvised knife. Simple torch, the same kind that's dispelled the darkness for thousands of years. Might even keep the wolves at bay. Actions. Okay, we can harvest the torch into a stick. The question is if we will be able to cook the rabbit without that can that I left at the very first fireplace or fire. Guess I'm actually picking up oh, I can harvest this. Tough, not very filling, but edible. We can eat it. There is some food here. So they made it that you can... they made the game so that you can have some more time to survive.
Getting weak.
Ho ho ho! Okay, cook? No. We cannot cook, but we can possibly eat. There we go. The sounds sound like forest. What the heck? Oh great, there's wolves in this too. Yeah, there are. Yeah, indeed. You can chase them off. Or maybe get eaten. Yes. There's an idea. Use the metal scrap and run after the rabbits. I was exactly looking at that, Cherry, but you cannot use it. There is... I will show you, but... Let's eat all of this. I will show you that metal stuff. scrap metal shard, you do not have an action or a use button here. So it is used to dismantle crates or some other stuff that we found, but you cannot really use it as a weapon. Stabbing time. I would gladly use it as a stabbing stuff, but I cannot. I need the use button. Can I maybe find some more of those?
Cold is making my head feel thick.
Jesus. Okay, a few more. What is really bad, that I don't know if we will have water. Unless I find another can.
I would do anything for a drink right now.
Mm-hmm. No cooking pots. You know Angel is happy when those cattail things are edible. Maybe aim. Yeah, time to go vegetarian at this rate. Hello. Hey Danny, and yeah, Danny was silent, maybe watching in the background. And hello Pixel Robics, welcome. Oh, yeah, feel free to watch me die in this bloody survival. Yeah, it's harder than it looks. Definitely is. Anybody sees a rabbit? Whoops. I wanted to take it, not throw it.
I need to find some place to escape this cold.
Yeah, I know. We need to find some place. I should crouch. Nope. No dice.
Astrid, where did you go?
That aim is not exactly what you would expect from aim to be. Okay, I have no water, I have no can.
Oh, is that a wolf? I'd better keep my distance.
Okay. How lovely. We have rose hips, but we literally cannot make tea.
Never felt so cold in my life.
Okay, let's warm up. Okay, Danny's lurking. That's nice. Here come the wolves, right, Chi-Demon? Exactly what we were expecting to happen. Why are you caring about Astrid when she left you to die? Yeah, to maybe develop the story a little bit more. When we think behind the scenes, that's maybe the only thing why we're doing it. But there seems to be a long history. Of course, they were married. Maybe even still are, I don't know. They still had their rings. So there is a drive of the person. And if you think about, they were in the middle of nowhere and then they split up. So She went away to a maybe better place, and he stayed here without any possible options of maybe developing another relationship. So yeah, that's driving him. Shame there's not a fishing option, right? If we only had some flowing water in here, which we don't. Okay, I can eat this. Do you think we will be able to backtrack without water? You bastard! Ah, there we go. Sorry. Okay, nobody look. That was just, that was a medical maneuver. We were just setting his neck. Yeah. We practically helped him because he was having some back problems. And yeah, the rabbit is all fine now. No cooking pots or cookable items in inventory. Yay! Are you... We can harvest him. Wow. 6 minutes, 20 calories. Estimated cost to harvest. Jesus, you need time to harvest everything. All the meat. 40 minutes, but 133 calories. 15 minutes and 50 calories. What the hell? Do we want it all? Let's try. Not much else I can do. Yeah, Rabbit was just resting. What are you gonna fish with though? Your hands? I could just imagine you just grabbing for fish. Yeah, in the cold weather might still be a thing. Did we fail? Okay, we have the food. Cook raw meat before eating to avoid dangerous afflictions. Okay, so we are cooking the food. But we have no water, and I was pressing the wrong button and almost stepped in the fire. No cooking pots in inventory. I guess we will die. We will most probably die. That's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Aye. Aha, yes. No one. Oh god, the noise it made me want to cry. Well, we most probably need to survive through killing rabbits, because otherwise we would die. But now I have no water, so how the hell... Why can I not just pick up a little bit of snow and melt it? Or maybe just, you know, be so rude to eat a bit of snow, even though it can cause some illness. Emergency stim. Energy. Then you'll collapse from exhaustion. Uses last resort. Painkillers. Antibiotics. Do we have any infections? No. "20 minutes until ready." I really doubt it will give us any food. Any water, I mean. As long as it's fresh snow. Yeah, I would not touch the yellow snow, that's for sure. Okay. We need to add fuel here. So our health is slowly decreasing. I still want to eat this and see what happens. It's a little bit stupid that we cannot eat the rose hips. New fleece mittens. Okay, we can have ragged wool socks and we have ragged sport socks. Okay, feet. We can have double socks. We can use mittens. There we go. No accessories really. Worn down vest. Okay, so we are getting better on the heat or temperature front, but nothing much else. Eat it. Okay, we ate it. Okay, I might try running back.
Mouth so dry.
Indeed. Let's see if we can survive, because there is no other option really. Okay, we're still alive. That's a plus. Ah. I don't know why Automod caught that. As long as it's fresh snow, don't eat yellow snow, slips and falls dead. It looked burned. Yeah, well, a little bit. But it was made on stone, right? Okay, let's get back to game. We need to go further. Okay, that's another climb. And another one. So all of this is caused by my reckless stupidity. Indeed. Start a fire. Please start the fire, please. Please let it be first attempt, please. Okay.
All right.
There we go. Few sticks on top. And then we can cook some water. And we might actually survive. What about cooking some more rabbit? There we go. We will have more food and maybe we will survive. Oh, Jesus. I wouldn't say stupidity. How were you Were you supposed to know you had to bring stuff with you? Well, yeah, you most probably need to pick everything up. I just looked next to my table and Albus is sleeping yet again upside down on his back, showing me all the goods and his belly. And for those who don't know, Albus is our little corgi. 10 minutes until melted. Okay, I hope we can survive 10 minutes. Okay, nice. 3 hours. 4 minutes, 3 minutes. And as far as I've noticed, you have a sort of a can with you that you can fill with water. And it's still non-potable water. Unsafe. Space. Past time until ready. Okay.
I could eat anything.
Ah, there we go. Damn, that was just close. There we go. So now we will actually... Oh, 7 minutes until burned. Eat it. Maybe we missed that. We should have eaten that before. No afflictions. Wind chill. Feels like 12. I might go to bed now. See ya, Angel, and see ya, everyone. Good night, Cherry. Enjoy your rest. Hope to see you soon. Okay, so what else do we have? Fresh gut. Can be used for crafting and repair after air drying indoors for 5 days. Wow. Emergency stim, antibiotics, painkillers. Well. I'm not sure what is causing us to still get worse. Maybe we need to rest. For how long? The campfire is not for long. Three hours. So you can make jerky too. Yeah, jerky guts, right? 14 minutes until melted and then 20 minutes until... Yeah, past time. Past time again. Okay, so I took the water. I didn't drink it. And now... Yeah, we have a can of water. 0.77 liters. Which means 0.77 kilograms. Okay, so you can have fresh water with you. Okay. Pick it up. Cooking slot. Cook. Select. Why cannot I really cook with the rose hips? I wanted to do that. You see? The fruit of a wild rose bush can be used to make a tea that helps manage pain. That's great, but I can't really add it to anything. How can I make tea? Nap time and then back up the mountain, I guess. Yeah, that's what I think as well. Let's try. Sleep. Okay, hours. Oh. Maybe just 3 hours. Let's see if we are actually better and if the health bar actually increases. Yeah, it does. It does. Embers.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
I'm gonna need to eat soon. But we are warm. Okay, this is empty already. I wanted to break this down. Maybe there will be something inside as well. Yep, we got the accelerant so that we can get more. This is 10 minutes, 34 calories. Nope, we're not doing any actions like that right now. Can take sticks. But I guess we need to run. And we will need more food. The branch, it's not a stick. Branch again. Okay. Up we go. We're not in a good spot right now. We really are not. And I used a lot of wood down there. Anyway. Yep, so it's more of a survival that I ever imagined, I guess. Okay, I should maybe slow down, because running definitely takes more calories off of us. There's nothing up there. Sticks. Twigs and sticks.
I'd eat anything right about now.
Can we take this piece of cloth? No, not really. What about here? Oh, nothing really. Damn this cold. Okay, I probably should take a stone. Okay, if I aim, I'm much slower. It's a branch. Okay.
Can't feel my hands.
Really? Damn that rabbit. Okay, gotta go down and light the fire. Damn it. Pick it up. Oh my. No? It almost looked like a hit. Okay, start a fire. I will actually use that accelerant right there. It's too windy to start a fire there. Jesus Christ.
Wait. I'm so cold, I'm warming up again.
That's not good. Maybe here? No, 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 no. Don't you fall asleep. Okay. Whew, I guess we're better. You bot. Hello. U-bot has hosted you. Thank you for the host. Isn't that you, DC? By any chance? Yield hypothermia risk. Okay, so we survived. No, it's not. Oh, really? Okay, then. Welcome, welcome to the stream. We need to heat up a little bit. And probably I can even cook some water, right? Definitely. Okay, we have nothing to cook. We need a rabbit again. Rabbit. But you are German as well, right? Just a coincidence. Okay, so our water is getting crafted. I will pick up some sticks. No, 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 no. I don't want to break anything because it... Sorry. Okay, there is a lead, right? And how about the reeds?
I'll die if I don't warm up soon.
Okay, let's go back. We are really in a bad shape. Very bad shape, right? Damn, he ran away. Okay, we need to warm up anyway, because immediately when I walk away, I guess I will freeze again. That's bad.
Die if I don't get some food soon.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. You can still call me DC. I don't care. That's fine. So, why did you decide to change it? You know, I recognize it because of our Discord. So, you can pretty much understand why. Okay. 2 hour 40 minutes. We need to get hunting. Oh my! This is unnatural. Oh, I'm not a good hunter in this game.
Goddamn freezing.
Okay, back to the fire. We will maybe have a bit of water then. Okay, let's drink up. Let's cook more water. There we go. So, yes, but only U-boat was not available. But yeah, U-boat. I feel sad for the rabbit. Well, if I only could catch him, right? It's a matter of survival. I cannot really choose otherwise. So now my health is slowly dwindling away because I am so hungry. And I also need warmth. I need to catch something soon. Okay, I have no stones. Perfect situation, but no stones. Ah, damn it. This is difficult. So, barely seems worth hunting them when you lose so much energy just trying to catch them. Have you ever caught anything? You mean in real life or here? Yeah, we got one rabbit. But you know, there is a wolf down the road. Or at least there was one. So, is it worth really going further if I will most probably die? I will definitely not kill the wolf with stones. That's not how it works, right? Okay, we can maybe stash this water now. Okay, we can take it and we can cook some more. How much water do we have? Okay, 1.42 liters. Okay, at least that's some progress. More stones. Nope. Yeah, I need all them stones first. And then try to get one. Because we still will need time to get the meat out of it, right? Are you serious? This is really odd. It needs a very special shot. Yeah, this is definitely not Horizon Zero Dawn. Long stick, metal shard, and shoelace. Boom, spear. Wolf on the menu as long as you can keep your distance and hope the wolf doesn't have backup. Or rabbit even. Cover more distance. That's very true, but there is no special crafting menu that you can combine items. You can craft this anywhere. Really. I can prepare this. I'm preparing some rose hips now. Can I eat it? And we need workbench and forge for something. Other than that, I only have a torch, bandage, and yeah, and various plugs. And that's it. They're ready to be boiled to make a healing tea. Oops, okay, this is bad. Prepared rose hips. It will give us calories. Okay, it will give us calories. We can survive on rose hips. Finally. Pastime until ready. Drink it. Ah. Oh my god. Nothing like a cup of tea to mend the soul. Yeah. Rosehip jam is nice. Ah, that can be. Yep. Let's pass time until ready. And let's drink a little more. Warming up benefit. No items in inventory can be cooked with selected item. Really? Okay, so we have to craft more. If I don't rest soon... But where can I rest? I can't really rest anywhere. Don't drink too much. I heard public toilets suck in that area. Right, Desby. Isn't there a cave with a bed in it? Yeah, should I really run back there? You know, so far. Pass time. Advance time without the benefits of sleep. Okay, that's definitely not good. Damn it. Okay, let's drink it. Let's pick up the can. And let's pick up this. There is a powerful flare, loud enough to scare wildlife. So there is one thing. Torch. Maybe we can use a torch. Okay. Well, let's go further then. I guess you could save and then explore and scout out the area. Well, that's a new save game. I still think that the game is saving only one single save with all the autosaves, and that's about it. Like, we can create another one, but it still wants to call it story, right? Okay, so that's gone. Damn it, I really don't wish to go this slow around it. Because we will freeze before we actually move around. What happened? Have we injured ourselves? No. I have the stone so that maybe I can lure it away in case we will be prey. Okay, he's still there. Nice and easy. Slow and silent. Okay, there is something in the distance, but still not close enough.
Whoa. Looks like some kind of radio tower. That must be closer to civilization than I thought.
Are you sure? Okay, we are climbing again. I guess I should run. Because I need to find a place to sleep. Okay. Please be a cabin at the bottom. Please be a cabin at the bottom. Please.
Whoa. Someone's just sitting here. Frozen. What the hell?
Yeah, there is a scenic view for sure. Painkillers. No items. Okay, so the body is a container.
Great. A town. Maybe I can find help there.
A town! Okay, we may come back later. But now we need to go. Okay, climb down. We need to find a place to sleep. No, no, well, I searched the body and the only thing it gave me were the painkillers. I will rest up and probably go back anyway. Were there other taps?
Look. Smoke from that chimney.
Okay.
That means someone's home.
It's a branch. If I can survive that long.
Hello? Anyone out
Paradise
there?
Lost achievement. Okay, this is not very pleasant. There are 2 drawers actually.
What happened here?
What happened here indeed? Okay, let's go here.
This whole area looks like it's been abandoned for a while.
I hope they will not kill me on sight. Okay. Let's hope it's empty and we can rest.
Hello? Anybody here?
Unknown.
Hey. Hey, wake up. Holy shit!
Jesus.
Wait! Hold your fire!
Get back.
Okay, okay. Just take it easy.
Why are you here?
I saw the smoke from your chimney.
Outsider.
What?
Thought so. Mainlander. Outsider. I don't recognize your voice. And you haven't left like the others. So, must be a mainlander. Someone who doesn't know any better.
My plane, I crashed in the mountains nearby. I'm looking for someone who crashed with me. A friend. She might be injured.
I haven't seen her.
Listen, could you
Her?
maybe point that gun someplace else?
You think because my eyes are covered, I can't see you? Make the wrong move, say the wrong thing. You'll see how good a shot I am.
I don't doubt it.
The others are all gone. If you're here, things must be worse than they thought.
Who are you or gun? Okay, so civilization finally. The classic blood trail, nothing more inviting. Exactly. That's why I followed it, because it's always a good thing at the end of a blood trail, right? Right? And he sounds awfully calm for someone having a gun pointed at him. Maybe she was not pointing it directly at us, right? But like we are nearing death, so maybe doesn't really matter. Town, who are you, gun? Okay, so let's ask about the town.
Where are we?
Milton, a forgotten town deep in the mountains. You're far from home.
But where are we on Great Bear? My plane came down in a storm, and my compass was acting funny.
I've lived here all my life. Not much use for the outside world. Milton's the last of the old mountain towns. Now, it's almost impossible to get to. Or get out of. Only people left here are either too poor or too proud to leave.
Okay.
Which are you?
Good question.
I have what I need. At least I did, before the bad man came. Now I'm not sure I have enough to get through the winter.
I need to find my friend, but I'll do what I can to help.
My mind is fuzzy. Some things come through so sharp, others like a dream. Let me think. Let me rest. Maybe I can pull some memories out of the fog. Maybe I can find something that could help you find your friend.
Interesting. But have you noticed that she, I guess it's a she, said that I didn't see her? But we only mentioned a friend. We didn't mention the gender. Chi Demon, see how good my aim is, points gun at wall. Shoots in the fireplace, right? Okay, so who are you?
Name's Mackenzie, by the way. And you are?
I had a name once. But for years, the townsfolk have called me Grey Mother.
Okay.
A name takes on its own life. Such that at one point, the name becomes the thing it belongs to. Then the old names fade. Can only be remembered by the young and the true.
So, I should call you...
You should call me Grey Mother also.
Okay. Danny, okay, yes we did. Okay, so I missed it then. Apologies. So, apparently we said she. Okay. My bad. Okay, so, how about that gun?
Sitting here with a rifle in your hands. You expecting trouble?
Trouble. Trouble found me.
You mean the storm?
The bad men. The bad men came. Took my things. Tried to take my house. They thought they were safe. Because Grey Mother can't see. They were wrong.
Okay. So I guess one of the dead one was a bad man then.
Who are the bad men?
The men, they passed through town. The night of the storm. The night of the lights.
I'm looking for my friend. She crashed with me when my plane came down in the mountains. Do you think she could have come through and been caught by these bad men?
I can't say for sure. Is your friend a survivor?
Yes. She is.
Then there is always hope.
Interesting. I'm already thinking ahead. Like, will I be able to loot this house? Will I be able to take her food? Well, I'm sorry, but I'm almost dead. Let's see what we can do after this conversation's over.
The bad men. Did they try to hurt you?
Everyone thinks being old means you're weak. But they underestimated Grey Mother.
It seems they did.
Indeed. Okay. Yeah, supplies is probably a good question.
I crashed without much food or gear myself. And if these bad men cleaned you out, we're gonna need to find some food and fuel, or neither of us is gonna make it through the next few days. You have any idea where we could find some supplies?
The bad men took everything. And the others in town who would have helped me are gone. The ones left will have their own worries. It's up to you, outsider.
I'll do what I can, but I'll need your help. There must be somewhere in town to get food, fuel, the essentials.
What about your friend? Aren't you in a hurry to find her?
Yes, I am. And I'll be looking for signs of her. But there's a lot of ground to cover, and without gear, I won't make it. So while I'm looking for supplies, you see what you can remember about the Night of the Lights, and if she might have passed through town. That way, maybe we can help each other.
Okay, outsider. Grey Mother can't promise she can unlock the secrets in the dark cupboards of her mind. But she'll try.
The Grey Mother. Okay, there is a bit of a psychotic vibe in her, but maybe I'm just wrong. Chi Demon steals food. Grey Mother will remember this. Grey Mother tries to shoot you. She misses. Like a turn-based RPG. Okay, mainlander power. I hope we are not dying while we, make a conversation. Power, others. Power.
The power seems out all over town.
The power's always been spotty here, since the quakes. No money to fix the broken stuff left behind. And nobody from the mainland seemed to care enough to do anything about it.
I'm sure someone will come and fix it.
Nobody's coming to save me.
Someone.
How can you be so sure?
I've learned to hear the difference between something quiet and something abandoned. This goes deeper than just a stillness. It feels like the moments before the world goes to sleep. We're just the last ones left awake to notice it.
Interesting. Too dark. Too dark, I guess. Okay, mainlander.
You keep calling me a mainlander. Why?
Oh,
That's what you are, isn't it? From the mainland.
sorry.
An outsider. You don't really belong here, do you?
Okay, but you sound bitter about it.
We lost everything in the collapse. People didn't realize how dependent we'd become. Some were fine with it. Others didn't want the scraps from your table. Created deep rifts in families, communities, scars that never healed. The mainland had become our lifeline, and it was suddenly cut. And so, we suffered.
I guess I don't know much about that history.
I'm not surprised.
Okay, that was Albus as well.
You mainlanders have always been focused on your own story. Only interested in Great Bear when it had something to give you. If you can't cut it down or dig it out of the ground, what use is it to you?
Okay, apologies for that. So, we are all back home now, so Albus went to greet my beloved. So that's why he suddenly jumped and barked in your ears. And then there was another greeting after that loud noise. So I hope there were no sudden jumps outside of Danny. But Danny, you wanted Albus to, give you some emotional support. So those are also times that you have to expect with Albus. So, apologies again. So we have way out option and others option. So, oh yes, all the love of Albus, indeed. Bork Bork. That little corgi. So let's ask about others.
What really happened here? Seems like people were here recently. Where did they go? Why didn't they call for help or just drive out?
The power went out. Who knows the reason? People started to get cold, hungry. They panicked, started to talk crazy.
Cannibalism?
Others walked here from the highway. Some belonged here. Others were outsiders, like you.
Did anyone see a woman? Brown hair, would have had a tan jacket, a scarf with birds on it. Possibly injured.
There was an outsider woman. I heard her pass through. She wasn't alone. There were angry voices and... But the storm was too loud.
Voices?
I lost the voices and I couldn't get them back.
Voices. Interesting. Getting darker and darker. Okay, so what about the voices?
Before, you mentioned hearing voices. Do you remember what you heard?
Memories are gray, misty. I'm trying to remember. It was windy. The blizzard was already waking up. But I heard yelling. A scream.
Was it a woman's voice?
I'm not sure.
Hmm.
The voices were thin, far. The blizzard was waking up. Soon there was only wind and darkness. I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh my.
It's all cloudy now.
Well, she's blind, so there is always darkness, right? Okay, way out then.
Okay. Well, any idea how I can get out of this town? I need to find help.
The old quake closed down most of the roads in and out of town. That was years ago. Blizzard just swept through town after the power went out. As for help, you won't find any out there. You're on your own. We both are.
Well, that's just awesome. Okay, empty? What does that mean?
The town seems so quiet.
Ah, okay.
Does anyone still live here?
Not many. After the earthquakes, less. After last night, even fewer.
Where did everyone go?
That I cannot say.
She cannot.
All I know is that I heard screams and could smell smoke for most of the night.
Bonfire. Maybe barbecue. A blindfolded man fiddling with a gun makes me a little nervous. Well, it's actually Grey Mother, so it's a woman. But still the same scenario applies, right?
You mentioned smelling smoke?
Someone came here. One of the townsfolk. Tried to convince me to leave. They said there were houses burning in the town. They said people were scared and were leaving for the coast. On foot. Foolish plan. But that's what they said to do. After the quakes. If there was ever another emergency. Go to the coast and help will come. They wanted me to go with them. But I'm not ready to leave Milton.
Wasn't that years ago?
Left you here? Alone?
I'm not alone. I have my Lily.
Lily?
Exactly.
Never mind.
Well, never mind then. Desby. Okay, you were AFK for a bit. Yep, so it's an old lady. She has Lily, apparently. No idea who or what that is. And we are finished. There are no other conversation options. And we are dying. Look at this fireplace. Endless fire. We can cook something. Oh well. Give me back my can. Ah, okay, we are getting dizzy again. Okay, I guess we can loot the place. Which is a plus. The gun is called Lily. Maybe. Maybe, Danny.
I'm so tired.
Indeed. Okay, it's dead. Maybe go up. Try to have some rest.
Never thought I'd be dying from starvation.
Indeed. Sewing kit. Basic sewing kit required to craft and repair clothing. Sewing primer. Everything you ever wanted to know about maintaining your clothing. Bed. Okay, I guess we need it. Phew. Do you think we may die? Let's try. There is no other option. We will drop dead from being tired rather than being hungry. So let's see if we survive this. We are not well. We are definitely not well. Maybe a bad thing to do, but whatever. Still some light. I don't see a thing. I guess we cannot really eat anything on the toilet. Okay, let's go down. There's gotta be a kitchen. There we go. A tin of sardines just saved our life. A little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, there's nothing in the fridge. Cooking pot. Another can. Please give me some more food. Damn it. Not starting a fire there right now. This movement is not helping. Your health isn't recovering, right? We need to rest. Firebomb, good afternoon. Hello. Just came back in a moment where I am yet again dying. Nothing under the sofa. Oh well. What can I do? Yet again, just have some tea. $10 until ready. Let's drink it. Will help us a bit. I will pick this up and we actually need to go and rest again. Okay, what else can we do? Maybe just 3 hours instead? Good game so far. It's very, very challenging. Overly challenging, I would say.
All I can think about is food.
It's really, really bad. At least we are feeling a bit better. But now, what else can we do? We need a workbench or a forge. Check the gas station for more supplies. Stock grandmother's fridge with food. Fill grandmother's firewood bin outside. The basic of survival. Work through the survival school lessons. Learn to mend and maintain clothing. Repair clothing items. See map. So now we have a map. The grandmother is here. And check the gas station for more supplies. Shortwave tower is there. Here is St. Christopher's Church. And why is it so dark? Okay, that is bed again. Nothing here. Cannot search that. Cannot search that as well. It's a very poor source of resources, this one. Singular difficulty? No, we have a middle difficulty. I don't know how it was called, but it should be the intended story and survival elements for this mode. So this mode is called Wintermute for this game, and it should be like it's a chapter-based, story-driven survival type of gameplay. Okay, so we have to leave the house and go search for food because we are kind of dying. Should I craft another torch? Begin crafting. No, you need lamp oil. That's odd. So we have a ruined torch. Okay. Sewing kit. I guess we are going. even though we have absolutely no food. So it should be down there by the end of the road, maybe. Okay, newsprint roll. And we are hungry. Are we nearing that? Yep.
Gotta eat soon.
Right. Damn, it's so far away again.
I'd better find some water.
There we go. That's some water. Now our primary concern is food, as usual. Okay, running is not helping at all. That's it, but there is light. I'm really worried for it. Orca. Okay, it's crossed out. No cash. Convenience store. Methuselah.
Well, another stranger. Have you escaped the town?
Escape the town? No, I just arrived.
Not a refugee from the highways, then. You look weary, traveler. Come, warm yourself by the fire.
Who are you?
I'm nobody. But you can call me Methuselah. I'm here to witness the passing of an age.
What do you mean, the passing?
Interesting.
Don't you see the signs?
Okay, so a lot of conversation again. Okay, strange cars, Astrid. Let's get her off our chest first.
I'm looking for my friend. She was with me when my plane crashed. But it looks like she must have made it out alive. Have you seen anyone pass by here?
Many people have passed. All have gone into the town. I haven't seen any come back.
Okay, cryptic again. So what about the town then?
What is this town? I don't recall seeing it on any maps.
This is Milton. Paradise Lost. It's a town of the old world, discarded, left behind. You won't find much hope.
I need to find my friend.
I'm not sure you'll find any friends here.
Oh, even more positive. Okay, so a town of the old world. So what is the new world then? Okay, let's ask about the cars then.
Any idea why all the cars are stalled and left behind?
They all stopped running. People abandoned them. Nothing but metal coffins now.
You always this cheerful?
That's a good one.
My heart weeps for you, stranger. My days are nearly finished, but you'll have to live with what remains.
So he's very, very cheerful. Okay, so the car stopped running. I guess there was a, something like we encountered, an EMP shockwave of sorts. Something like that stopped all the electronics from running then.
seem oddly familiar, old man.
Is that right?
Yeah. And this whole place feels strange and empty.
The quakes changed everything here years ago. Great Bear's back was broken, and it's been laid low ever since.
Then what are you still doing here?
Aren't we here to witness an apocalypse of an apocalypse, you and I? No one thought the world would end this way. But how could they not have seen it?
It's probably just a storm. Power failure. I'm sure everything will be back to normal in a few days.
I'm not sure anything will ever be back to normal.
Interesting. Okay.
Go safely, and good luck to you. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Yeah, me too. Cooking slot, rim grill. Okay, but we... no more cash. We need food. Cardboard box. No, I don't wish to spend time. Storm lantern. Okay, I guess we will be using fuel.
Just what I
Oh.
need.
Oh yeah. Let's eat. Let's eat it right away. That is much better. Okay, now we have some time to finally look around. A water bottle, plastic bottle that holds up to 500 milliliters of liquid. Newsprint. We are getting all the loot. Stack of papers. I really wonder if this will be the time to finally think about our carry capacity. Everflame, small bottle of lamp oil, stack of papers, a pedal. 6 minutes, 20 calories. We will decide a bit later, right? Cardboard box. Granola bars. Crunchy stuff. And nuts and stuff. Already feels better. Cardboard box. Okay, radio's dead. Orca gas store notice. Information found on store notice board. Here, let's read the text. General notice to Orca gas locations on Great Bear Island. As we are no longer in a position to ensure adequate and timely supply deliveries from our mainland distribution centers, we regret to inform you that we must reduce the frequency of our supply deliveries to once per quarter. As such, we are relaxing restrictions on using local suppliers. This applies to our remote locations only. All Orca gas locations on the mainland must continue to source their merchandise from approved providers. Interesting. Okay, let's take it. Okay. More matches. Cardboard box. Metal pail. Requires hexo to break down. Okay, we don't have a hexo yet. Nothing here. Cardboard box. Dog food. Okay, new dog food. Can of wet dog food. Smells bad, but eating it is better than starving, probably. I agree. I agree. I wonder what Albus would say. Pinnacle peaches. Tin of sardines. More of them. And cart. Okay, requires hexo again. Salty crackers. all of them. Well, we are still good on weight. Yum! I always taste food I buy for Chewy. How was it so far? Great. This is just great. And beef jerky. Who was mentioning jerky? G-Demon. I guess it was you. So there is jerky in the game. And it's actually beef. Search cooler. Orange soda. Tin of sardines. I love it. More jerky. Even more of it. No cash. Okay, so no cash in the ATM. I guess there is even no need for cash right now in this situation. I cannot jump, but I always try to. Orange soda. Summit soda. Snap. Oh, it's snappy. And this one, Summit soda. Sweet carbonated drink full of high fructose corn syrup. Although the dog food might give you food poisoning. Yeah, depends. Depends on the source of it, right? And if it's just everything from the leftovers of meat production, or it's actually something a little better. Open fridge. That is all. Can you not really open it? No. That's it. Nothing else. Okay, tin of coffee. Big Moose Kicks. A tin of ground coffee. Who knows how long it's been sitting here? A drink that can take the edge of fatigue and warm your insides on a cold night. 5 cups. Only 5 cups of coffee? The beef jerky I get him is delicious. Okay, cardboard box, candy bars. Broom. So we definitely might be reclaiming all the wood or cardboard from the boxes because, you know, we need it. This is probably empty. Oh, water bottle. So, a question. The water bottles, are they full? I can't even see them. Food and drink. I don't know where they go. I don't even see those water bottles. Yeah, I won't feed him anything that tastes disgusting. Yeah, well, you shouldn't be feeding him complete crap. That's for sure. Oh, great. More papers. A book. Okay, book is only good for one thing here. History of the Collapse, Part 1. Let's read. I really hope we are not spending water and food while we do this. History of the Collapse, Part 1. In the mid-2000s, the ongoing global economic crisis, fueled by continued political instability in the US and Europe, contributing to increasing volatility in the financial markets, led to the sudden catastrophic collapse of the Canadian and in general the North American banking system. This immediately rendered Canadian currency worthless, triggered superinflation of the US dollar, and all trade and economic activities promptly shifted to the Chinese yuan or cryptocurrencies a la Bitcoin. Crippled economically, Canada was brought under the financial oversight of the North American Economic Zone, which positioned Canada as a kind of protectorate of a larger US-based economic bloc. From this point onward, the majority of economic activity became centralized on Canada's already densely urbanized population, with smaller rural and remote communities being essentially cut off. Without a local economic lifeline, many of these communities had become dependent on for their continued existence. Most rural or remote communities became hollowed out as people fled to urban areas in search of greater economic stability. Bitcoin. Right, Firebomb? Okay, take it. Yay, and a very old computer. Bedroll. Great, so now we can actually use the bedroll to sleep where we can. In the outdoors as well. This is not good. I can't really see anything here. Highway robbery.
Right now.
Note describing the location of emergency supplies. Hey bud, sorry to leave you hanging like this with the storm and the power and everything, but it sounds like it's all gone to hell out at the upper bridge tonight. Car's broken down, a mess, and some rich mainlander won't budge from his truck. Probably thinks we're all a bunch of bandits waiting to rip him off. Usual story. Anyway, me and Jason are going to go up there and see if we can talk some sense into him before the storm gets even worse. I'll sort you out in the morning. Thanks. So, okay. How is it describing the location of an emergency supply? Like, was that on a bridge? That is all? Fire barrel. Okay. Let's start a fire then. And we can potentially not use the lamp in this very room then. Take the bedroll, sleep anywhere in discomfort. Lol, yep, I haven't slept on any such thing since before the first crash.
Pretty well.
Alright. Okay, fire barrel for 14 minutes. That's not great. It's a ruined torch. Add it to the pile. I have a very little wood. Okay, 11 minutes. We need hexo for that. Search the drawer. Okay, 39 minutes. Hour and 12 minutes. There we go. We really can't see properly here, right? Requires pry bar. Okay, that fire didn't help, or didn't do the thing that I expected it to do. Okay, ragged driving gloves. Search the trash can. we go. Another one. Stack of papers. Well, what did we expect? Water bottle. Firebomb 0. The wilderness is so beautiful here. I really need to try to go camping again this summer. Well, I haven't been camping anywhere since I was a child with my parents. And those were the years. Yeah. Okay, okay. More stuff to use. Even this drawer then. Cloth, okay. Bed. We will need to eat something soon. But did we pick everything up? Metal shelf. What is this? Isn't this... No, it's metal. I thought it was wood. Okay, what is that up there? Nope. Cannot interact with it. Stack of papers. All right. No, I don't wish to leave the store. There is a turlet, and we always have to check the turlets. Decent sports socks. So we will definitely be changing those as soon as our current one are worn out. Okay. It's a potable water source. There is no water to take, but yay for toilet water. Bandage. Antibiotics. Okay, I'm happy for that. Firebomb. My dad took me all the time as a kid. I did go in 2011 maybe? Whoa. Ah, well. It's not that far away. Okay, I should probably eat something. So this gives you 350 calories, 250, 500, 300, 250, and this will also replenish. They have condition, so you probably should eat the lowest condition products first because they can spoil. 29. Let's drink it. Okay. One hour, 18 minutes, 260 calories to yield 6 reclaimed wood. Damn, son. Okay, so maybe we can extinguish this and just go around and try to get some stuff. 9 minutes, 30 calories. This is just a tinder plug. Well, we need wood. That's definitely our priority. 6 minutes, okay. Let's break down the pedals. And it seems that we are also... Yeah, we are lowering the condition on the hatchet. Okay, a cup of coffee. Hinterland. So that's the devs. That's actually a cup from the devs. Hinterland Games. It's cold. And look at us. We are over our carrying capacity already. I'll take it. Can I cook something? In a cooking pot. Oh. banged up Pinnacle peaches. Let's try it. Let's try that. So it will be better when cooked, maybe. Warming, 12 minutes until ready. That sounds nice. How can I empty my hands? Weapons? Oh, we have a weapon. Stone. Okay, how can I holster something? Key bindings. Crowd reload, put away. H. Four minutes until ready. Yum, 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 yum. So in the sake of actually lasting longer or really replenishing our health, we might need to eat up fully and then rest. Because that will actually heal us up. And maybe Grey Mother can wait. Eat it. Okay, let's cook some more dusty Pinnacle peaches. There we go. And the question is if we are also keeping the empty cans. I guess we are. Not sure though. Recycled can. For melting snow, boiling water, and cooking canned food. So aside from difficult, how is the gameplay? Well, if you have been here from the start, you might have seen that I died immediately after the very start because I wasn't really sure what to do first, and actually moving and being hungry and being cold really killed us in the end. Or maybe I stepped on the fire. But the gameplay, well, the storyline is kind of, yeah, dark and mysterious right now, as you might have noticed from the conversations. Okay, what about having some rest? We can actually rest back there, right? There was the bed. Not here. Yeah, so you need to kind of think what you need to do first, but of course it's not like your calories deplete and you immediately die. You still can go further, but your movement gets all jiggly. Yeah, you get dizzy, and the game shows you that you cannot really stand up straight. You cannot really move properly. You bang yourself from side to side, and you're really getting either very hungry or dehydrated or really cold, shivering and stuff. It's really nicely done. Okay, feels like 0. I really think that we need that. We need that fire here. Okay. So we can sleep for 4 hours. Let's do it. Wow, it seems hyper realistic. Yeah, definitely does. Okay, 3 more minutes. And we healed up a little. As you can see, the lower bar below the temperature, rest, and water and food, we healed up a little. So, I really need to get some more wood from something. Chair. Yeah, we require hexo. Ladder. 1 hour. Okay, we need to do it. Because we need that wood. Nine minutes for some tinder plugs. You need those tinder plugs or old newspaper to actually light fire or start a fire. And the hatchet is slowly getting destroyed. Not great, right? And also when you start fire outside or maybe even inside, there is a chance that it will not light up at the first attempt. Okay, so how about our side quests? So we found supplies to help keep Grey Mother alive. 8,000, I guess those are calories. And firewood with 12 fire of sorts. So this is our current goal. Oh, side quest. The basics of survival. Learn to mend and maintain clothing. Repair clothing items. Okay, can we do it right here? Ragged wool socks, ragged sports socks. Actions. We can repair with a cloth. Time for repair 12 minutes. Repair amount 64%. Chance of success 95. Let's try. We did it. 100%. So we fixed our socks. That fixed our socks off. What about the boots? 52%. 25 minutes. Okay, cured leather. Really? We had cured leather? I must have found it somewhere then. Insufficient materials for repair, but the first attempt was fine. So we have 80% on our boots right now. And we need to eat. So what about, yeah, maybe this. Banged up dog food. Let's start with that. Yum. Lovely. Oh, so all of the water bottles that we picked up combined, because we have 3.25 liters of water that we can use. So that's really nice. Okay, something else that we can dismantle. Can we fix the hatchet? Whoops. Sharpen. Can only sharpen it with a whetstone. I guess we should find a knife soon. $3.5 liters is a decent amount. Yeah, if you ration it. Okay, let's break down the crate. Maybe there will be something inside. Nope. But 4 reclaimed wood. Stack of papers. Yeah, there was nothing in the microwave, unfortunately. It's definitely better to get the wood here than outside. But we're spending some time here and our precious, precious calories. Okay, what else can we dismantle? Oh, plank. Oh, by the way, I'm applying to work at Twitch in San Francisco. Oh, good luck with that. Great stuff. Let me know how that goes. I wish you luck. Might be an interesting job, right? Metal chair. Okay, so how much wood do we have? 29. Okay, fine. That's great. I guess we should eat again. Something that is nearing its expiration date. All right, we don't need to stuff our faces right now. Okay, so going back to grandmother, I guess. And since we are over our weight limit, I imagine that we will use more calories. Raw meat and fish give off a scent.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Don't worry, we will drop it off. Yeah, we will drop that gear, but I need to pick up a few stones. Let me just pick up a few stones on the way while we are over our weight limit. Oh, Will, as expected, I could eat a horse. 90% of job openings are developer or IT related, but there are some for guys like me. And thanks. Anytime. I really hope that you will get it and that you will like it. Right? Because that's what is important. Okay. We can get into a car as well. Well, maybe we can look out for wolves. There is something that might be worth investigating, the post office. But first, let's get back to the mother. Cheers to that, indeed. All the best. Yeah, I believe you have been in a job hunt for long enough. So I really hope that you will get it. Okay, 12. Bloody hell. It was in kilograms, I guess. I like the Canada setting. Is this supposed to be Northern Ontario? Northern Ontario? I'm not exactly sure. Can you recognize it based on the map? The only name of a town is Milton that I have really seen. So if there is something really existing in Canada with the name of town of Milton, then maybe you can locate it. But yeah, they claim that everything is made up. So, you know. Hey there, Granny. Okay, so it's a fridge, even though everywhere around us is a fridge.
I could eat anything.
$3,500. We need to go deeper. Not enough. Nearly at the station. We did it. We did it, but the wood remains, right? Thanks much. Now just know how cold it is up there. Ah, right. Must go deeper. Indeed. We need more stuff. Okay, so maybe I will need to really drop off more wood. And let's see if that does something. If I transfer it all. Okay, achievement unlocked, the long winter. So apparently we did it. But we gave her all the wood. I want some back. Give it back. Maybe she will give it back after we chat with her. And I am hungry again. 250, 350. Let's have some jerky. Ah, okay, okay.
On the way into town, there was an old man. Glasses, big beard, walking stick. He seemed a little odd.
Doesn't sound like anyone from Milton. Most of the elderly have gone. Or died.
Cheerful.
I'm the only one left. The only one from the old days.
Sorry. I had to have some tea. Friend or visitors? Visitors.
The old man outside of town, Methuselah, he said he'd seen other people walking towards Milton.
Other outsiders? It's possible.
Where would they be? Maybe my friend was with them.
If they were outsiders, they might have stayed in the old schoolhouse. In the months after the quakes, people used to huddle there for the warmth of the school's old coal burner. Rare outsider coming through Milton might stay there the night. If your friend came through Milton, chances are she ended up there.
Okay.
Have you been able to remember anything else about that night? Anything that might help me find my friend?
I'm back in that night. Wind howling. Voices passing through town. I can hear them. Just outside the window. It's windy, but the voices carry. They are yelling. Her voice, it passes through town. She's running.
Uh-huh.
She's alone, calling for help. But no one comes.
Why didn't anyone help her?
Yes. Why didn't they? They should have found her before it was too late.
Too late.
Anything else you can remember might help.
They said Men came from the tunnel.
What about the tunnel?
The only way out of Milton. The only way through the mountains.
Oh.
It's the only way she could have gone.
All right. So while we were listening, my hand has been completely licked by Albus. So I gotta clean that off. Funny stuff, right? But he came for a visit. Hey there, buddy. Boop. Boop. Okay, enough licking. I'm a little bit worried right now. Okay, grandmother thinks something happened at the tunnel leading out from Milton. Investigate. I am worried if we can retrieve the food from the fridge. Please. Not right now. Maybe later. Jesus. No, 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 no. I gave her all the wood. I gave her all the wood I could. And, well, let's eat something. Let's eat the jerky. And I need to rest. Feels like 21. We can actually sleep for 8 hours. Let's do that. Albus is great. She loves to lick my feet and occasionally my hand when I'm asleep, and he wants me to wake up, right? That's a method. Okay, we need to drink. Nice. Okay. Okie dokie. But OMG, does he love to lick my feet? Oh my. Okay, friends. Unfortunately, I need to go. Today we only had the afternoon stream. I did 3.5 hours. And we started quite a drastic adventure here. It's really realistic survival. So we will continue with this for the days to come, to see where the story goes and if we will be able to properly survive. So this really looks interesting. This is my first attempt, so we will definitely continue with this story-based survival. Thank you very much for being here. If you are new, I would very much appreciate clicking that follow button so that we can meet again. And yeah, I stream 5 times a week. The proper work days. 2 times a day, as much as I can, with a corgi break in the middle, as many of you know. So, great stuff. Thank you very much. Firebomb, very cool. Hope to see you tonight. Yeah, well, your night, my early morning, right? Thank you again, and really have a great rest of your day, and stay safe and healthy. See you soon, and bye for now. Bye-bye.